little bit more noodling from East Nashville, telecasting from East Nashville, Tennessee. You know it. Hey guys, man, good to see you again. Good to be here. Good to be anywhere. Man, I can't remember where we left off. It's getting pretty busy. I know I say that every time, but man, it really is. It's like between juggling the music stuff and just the life stuff and starting this new little business over in Berry Hill with our studio I've had for a long time, coming up with a little creative workshop situation over there, which is going to be cool with some of the guys that used to be at Carter Vintage Guitars. That's going to be a cool thing. But just wanted to tell you about a few things that I'll get to in just a second. That little noodling thing that I was doing there, as far as practicing goes, man, I've been just teaching a lot, doing a lot of immersion experiences, which has been a blast. Did one Saturday with a guy and his wife from Austin, Texas, which was a blast. A beautiful day, and just, you know, got out and got after it a little bit. I wanted to tell you that as far as practicing goes, man, there's so many rabbit holes to go down. I would say, rather than working on just one thing, right hand, left hand, just pick up the guitar and play the guitar. We don't have a lot of time. So all these things are going to come up naturally. Right hand, left hand, everything's going to, our ear, our chops, our chord knowledge, our single note playing, our bending, everything. If we just keep playing, all these things are gonna grow incrementally together. And so rather than me just working out my right hand for 6 months and then looking like Popeye and the other ones, we got to, you know, everything together, you know. That to me is kind of how I'm looking at it. But there are a couple things to keep in mind. If you're practicing by yourself, first of all, the first best thing you can do is play with other musicians. Second best thing you can do is play along to records. And then the next best thing you can do is play along to a looper with some sort of timed device, so your loop is in time. A nice, steady, consistent chord progression that makes sense, that's in tune. Simple doesn't mean easy. Simple's great. We're all trying to get there. Simpler is better. But so just that little thing like that, I might sit down and try to practice something like that. Like just that little C to G minor or C to B flat. Kind of the same thing. Get into that sound of that, right? But the other thing is, if you're not playing along to something that's in time, play along to a chord. Like just play a nice A chord, and just stay in A major for a minute. Get that sound in your head and really start getting into being able to discern the difference between major, minor, dominant 7. The pentatonic is like 1 + 1 = 2. Where the rubber meets the road and things start to take off a little bit is learning to play over the dominant 7 chord. This is where outlining chord changes. That's where it's going to start sounding like you're changing chords, because it's pulling your ear. It's pulling your ear to those next chords, you know. playing over the dominant 7 chord, you can't just use a major pentatonic or a minor pentatonic by themselves over that chord. It's never going to sound right. It's never going to get you where you want to be. You have to combine the major third, the flat 7, and the root. That's what's giving you the sound of that chord. If you just play major, you're just going to get the major sound. If you just play minor, you're not getting, you got to get both. So, right? I'll go down all the way down minor pentatonic. But I'm going to resolve. To that major third. It's a combination of dancing around those sounds. And in order to get there, you gotta, learn dominant 7 chords, in their inversions, and then the outline. The chord's the foundation. I'll say this until I die. The chord's the foundation, the arpeggio, the scale, the dominant 7 scale is what I call it. This is what it takes to really get into this sound. Now, if I go up a major sound, I'm sliding to soften the blow. My next note is going to be dark, right? It's a combination of those that really is going to get you there. So practice just playing a chord. If it's E minor, right? Play an E minor chord. And just stay in that frame of mind for a while. But keep coming back to the chord. Learn what those notes really sound like. Go to the A7. Back to the E minor. So it's about holding yourself accountable to staying in a musical area for a while. And if you find yourself noodling around and getting into the wrong key and stuff, or out of position or out of whack, then go back to the sound of the whatever desired chord you're wanting to play over, or come up with a nice chord progression. Those are a couple things. That's what I like to teach. The true spirit of making music combined with the fundamentals I learned as a kid, the chords, the levels of framework over those to allow you to then use your ear and play melodically over chord shapes and chord tones. This has nothing to do with departing from the pentatonics and the major scales and the arpeggios. Those are all things that we're all going to use all the time. If you listen to somebody like Robben Ford, they're playing pentatonics all the time, but they're also able to color wherever they want to go with having the options because of these core fundamentals that allow you to get there. That's what I want to teach. And so that being said, I do want to push up on you guys a little bit. Please join the mailing list. This is a fun blog style mailing list, but the one we just sent out is about the Black Friday sale that started. Everything at the GT store is 20% off, and that includes virtual lessons, private lessons. These make great gift cards. I always say If it's always hard to find thoughtful and unique gifts this season. It comes up on us so fast. And but give the gift of music. Let's get into some guitar lessons. Have a, this is an exciting and thoughtful and unique, different gift that will inspire somebody to help them learn something, and hell, it helps me out too. So check out everything at the store. Records, merch, all lessons except the immersions are 20% off until December the 3rd. So check those out. If you feel like joining the mailing list, really encourage that, because this is a fun, not a sales pitch. It's a fun blog style newsletter that we do. That's a lot of fun for us to put together. So, and it's every other Monday at 11 a.m. we send that out, and it's just been a lot of fun. We get a lot of good feedback on that. What else was I going to tell you? Oh yeah, if you check the links out below. There's courses coming with Brett Papa. I've got 2 TrueFire courses. I've got an Artist Works course. Those are on sale right now as well. I got to push up on this, man. It's Black Friday. It's the holidays. This is a time of year when these courses do well, and we want to keep those going. And man, it helps me make a living and gives me the freedom to be able to teach and help some other people. So really appreciate that. Keep that in mind. I'm going to get off here. But there's a couple little things. No extra charge for mistakes, as we like to say here in beautiful sunny East Nashville. The wild ride continues, going to Mexico for Christmas, which will be fun with my family. We'll see them on Wednesday. Have a great Thanksgiving if I don't see you. And I know the holidays are upon us so fast. And let's just try to take some time to enjoy it, hang with our families, have some good food, and just celebrate being here together. So, guys, thank you so much. Looking forward to seeing you down the road. If I can help you with anything, let me know. I'm easy to find. And cheers, folks. Happy holidays. See ya. All right.